I think we're improving quite a lot, and I think that is a lot to do with officers from diverse communities joining the force so they can share their understanding, experience and beliefs with the force to make those changes within the communities.
I've never been held back. I've had lots of support, but it's also there from the staff support networks, whether it's the Muslim Police Association, whether it be the Jewish Association, a whole host of different groups out there to support you.
So I've worked in two forces, the Metropolitan Police and in Kent Police. There have been lots of initiatives to support development of females and ethnic minorities in both forces, positive action events to support the development of myself and others.
The support I've received in my force through the different roles I've had within my career has always been extremely positive and very good. I've been lucky enough to have extremely good supervision, sergeants, inspectors and above, who have been very nurturing and also helped me to develop my career and move into the areas of the forces that I wanted to work in. So I've had extremely good experiences from the support from my supervision.
So I suppose in terms of making a difference, you can think of big moments, but I actually think of some of the smallest moments, the most intimate moments, where maybe you've had to give a message that a loved one has died, or had to provide just some support for maybe somebody who has been burgled, who's more vulnerable. And I can think of those moments. One of the most poignant to me was when I went to a cot death, and it's an awful experience to go to. You know, and you get all the training and support, but that's the moment that's so critical to that person to help them through that moment. And it's those things that stick with me, where you've really touched upon people rather than the big moments and the big arrests.
One incident that stands out for me is being on patrol with a dog officer and looking to my right hand side at what was a park and seeing just a shadow that seemed to be swinging from a tree. We drove the van into the park and pulled up, and as we got closer we could see that tragically an individual had actually hung themselves. Through quick thinking we were able to, one of us grab his legs and lift him up while the other one cut the rope, got him down, resuscitated him. About 2 years later I received a letter from him, and getting that letter from him 2 years later really made you feel like you'd made a difference. As an officer, you will definitely get to be involved in something like that during your service and make a difference to the people that will be relying on you in what is their darkest moment.
One of my career highlights was helping a vulnerable female who was here on a spousal visa and had converted to a different religion and was getting death threats. And inevitably that led to her obviously having to move away. And we had to safeguard her, but I ended up successfully having her resettled in the UK as a British citizen now, and she's doing really well.
One that stands out in my mind was a stranger rape, where we were able to identify the rapist through inquiries and then to bring him to justice and to support that victim, who was a young woman who was just walking to the shop to buy something. And was attacked in an alleyway. And that's something that really stood out for me in terms of the impact that had on that young woman's life, to be able to go to court and give evidence and to see the perpetrator of the offence be put behind bars.
If you're thinking of joining the police, I think it's a great career with lots of variety, lots of different roles, and you'll gain so many skills. But the key fact for me is the big difference you can make to communities and people out there.
The advice I would give to someone thinking of joining the police is do it. It's a great career. There's so many opportunities. It's just so varied and so vast in terms of what you can do. So it's a great career. For anybody who's got an interest in community, giving back to the community and wanting to do something that's new, different, challenging. No 2 days are the same. In fact, no 2 minutes are the same. So it's a really great career to do.
For people thinking of joining, I would say go ahead and do it. Great career, great job security, good for you, good for your family. be aware that there's going to be a challenge. Not every day is an easy day. It can be difficult. You are going to be working shifts, certainly for that first couple of years. There are going to be days where you feel like giving up. You'll have to be a resilient individual because not every day is a good day. But as a career, it's ultimately rewarding. You're doing something good for you, good for the community, and a career, not just a job.
For anyone that's thinking of joining the police, I would say go for it. It's great. You will learn a lot of new skills. You will meet a lot of people. You will see a lot of things that you normally wouldn't see. It's great for you to help progress yourself personally. And also, I think if you're from a diverse group, I think joining the police force is a good way to make changes for your community, and also helps police forces to have a better insight into the communities they serve. I think it's quite easy for police forces to get criticised for not supplying or understanding a particular job they go to. However, if we haven't got those people within the police force advising us, then we're not going to learn these things. So I think if you're thinking of joining the police force, go for it.